you've just gotten your encoder upgrades for your 1100 mount, which will include this box, which is the X box or X cables, your encoders. You have two of those, but we're just doing one right now. And then your encoder ring. Will also come with one other cable, assorted screws that I have put in this thing for my convenience. And you'll need your Allen wrenches. And for this one, I'll show you how to do the RA. You would be better off if you remove it from the pier. So you have your RA off of your pier. Now you're going to take it and release the knobs. Drop it down to the lowest position, trying hard not to move your altitude adjuster there. Tighten everybody back up. And place the RA on the face. First thing we're going to do is take off our back plate here, which you need a 9/64. And you need to be careful not to scratch anything. I'm just loosening out now. I need to apply a little force to them, but now that they're loose, I'll just flip the Allen wrench around and come out a whole lot faster. And if you don't move your set screws, you should have your polar alignment scope still set to go. Take them and put them off to the side. Now you're going to get your encoder ring. It should come in a box. It should have this red tape around it. Find one of the ends and just gently pull it off. The easiest way to do this is take one of your 5/8 256 screws and place it in the inside hole. Now line that one up, holding the inside, with one of the screw holes, threaded holes here. Try to avoid the big ones, because if you go into that spot, you can put the screw in and it'll fall in there, and then you have to go dig it out. Now you move it around a little bit until you see it. See it there? It just barely moves a little bit. That means it's actually in the hole. You take your 5/64 and you just lightly screw it in, and when you get to a point where it stops, back it up just a little bit, maybe 1/8 of a turn. Now you can just go through and put the rest of them in. Now, you're going to use your fingers and feel if you feel any difference between one side to the other. And your fingers can feel pretty, like at least 3 thousandths. You can feel a piece of paper. So you should be able to get it pretty accurate. And once you're happy with it, that you have the same amount on all the sides all the way around, tighten 1, 2, 3. Tighten all of them. And flip the Allen wrench over. Now for this one, you want to tighten in like a triangular pattern. And once you're through that triangle, go directly opposite, like you would if you were tightening up a tire. Okay. And put the cover back on, so just line it up. And as before, get them kind of snug a little bit. Tighten them up a little more. Put them all the way down. Now, we're going to pick it up. We're going to take off the reed head cover with our 3/32 Allen wrench. Put these guys side because you're going to use, or put them at the base because you're going to use them in about 2 minutes. Not even that. Okay, so now you're going to get your reed head. And gently take, especially this end. Very careful with. This is the end that makes everything work. You're going to remove the bags. Do not, if you can avoid it, touch that part right there. Put a fingerprint on your reed head and it won't work well. You'll have to call George or Howard to get it off. So we put it on. These are those same 440 screws that were holding the reed head on, or the reed head cover on. Just put them down kind of lightly. Now you may want to leave these guys just a little, well, if you need to have any adjustment, this is where you would be adjusting it from. Just an FYI. And you're just going to plug this guy in here. And get your flathead screwdriver. Just make sure that it's down and tight. And that should do it, other than plugging it in. Last thing we're going to show is how to attach the cable box. So we're going to go in here. We're just going to unscrew these button heads here on the bottom. Okay. Then we're going to grab our 5/64 and just unscrew the top. Keep those guys close, because we will need them shortly. Now, this part of the box has to go in like this. So take the cable part out. It should slide out. 2 pieces. Put this guy off to the side for a bit. Take your 1032 by 3/4 or 3/8 socket heads. Again, like before, put the first one mostly in, but don't go all the way down. You got them both in. And tighten them up. Okay. Now we're going to take all 3 of these cables and we're going to put them right through here. So just take them and slide them through the top of your, or just over your azimuth adjuster bar, making sure that these grommets line up with the grooves there. And just gently slide it in. And go back to your 256s that you took out of there and put them back in. And the last thing we're going to do in this part of it is we're going to attach the deck cable to the wire box through the same hole down here that we took the other cables out of. And this part should be pointing down. Just slide it in and then just turn gently so you make sure you're actually getting it to screw in. Sometimes you might have to jiggle it just a little bit, like that. Now when that's good and tight, we can put our altitude adjuster bar back where it's supposed to be. Lower ourselves back into position. Tighten this up. And we should be ready to go. And then we'll explain where all the cords go